This is Bob and his wife Linda, and within this past year, Linda has developed some bad back pain.
Let me tell you, as a physical therapist, it is embarrassing and it's just hard on you when you cannot help a family member. And this is where Bob was.
Bob's first intuition was to give his wife the prone press-up exercise made popular by Robin McKenzie, but after doing this exercise for a while, she was seeing no success.
So he went to plan B. He went to Dr. Stuart McGill, who has done extensive research on back pain, and then he gave her the exercise that he often recommends, the cat camel.
Again, she saw no success.
And a third thing Bob did, he gave the typical exercise by Dr. Stuart McGill is walking as long as it's tolerated, so she did that as well.
And after consistently doing these exercises for 2 weeks, she actually got
worse. Now, with Linda's situation, things were getting worse, and it really affects a person. It was getting so bad that she was considering giving up bowling, an activity she really loves.
So Bob was dumbfounded and didn't know what to do, so he turned to a friend, physical therapist named Rick Olderman.
Now, Rick Olderman is just not any therapist. He's actually a specialist. He's written a number of books, and he has some key options for situations just like Linda's.
In Bob's world, or his mind, he believes that most back posture is caused by too much flexion throughout the day, whether you're standing or sitting and slumping in a chair. And in some cases, this is correct.
So with Rick Olderman, he actually believes the opposite can be the case, where people are actually arched too much the other direction, causing the back pain.
So what did Rick do? He gave her 3 exercises to help decrease this lordotic arch in the low back.
Okay, the first component is stretching the hip flexors. We're going to sit on the edge of the bed, just like Mike is here, feet off of the edge. Go ahead, take it over, Mike.
So to perform this stretch, simply lie on your back, and you're going to bring both knees up to your chest. You're then going to bring one leg down and stretch the hip flexor on my left side here. Notice I'm keeping my right leg up towards my chest, and I'm trying to bend my left knee back. If I'm like here and hitting the table, I can just scoot more towards the edge and perform the same stretch. You're going to want to hold this for 30 seconds, and keeping in this position should make your back feel good and not have any pain. Then you're going to reset in a neutral position and stretch the opposite way. Another important thing to look at is make sure your leg that is down is in a straight line, not going too far in or too far out.
Nice work, Mike. Good explanation. So with this stretch, Linda was doing it 2 to 3 times per day. Things were going well, and she continued with it. All right, the second exercise that Rick had Linda do was the all fours rocking. Go ahead, Mike.
So to perform this exercise, you're going to get in a quadruped position on my hands and knees like this. I'm going to keep weight through my palms as I am getting into a sit position, bringing my buttock to my heels. Once I get down here, I'm going to hold this for 3 to 5 breaths and be in a relaxed state. Then I'm going to come out of it and come back to the starting position. You're going to perform 3 to 5 repetitions of this. Brad, you want to talk about how it helps with your low back curve?
Right, so you can see his back is actually flexed. That's the opposite of that arched or lordotic position we're technically talking about. So also, this can be done on a bed. If it's too soft, it's going to make it difficult. Probably on a carpeted floor would be preferred in that situation. All right, the next exercise that Rick had Linda do was something called glute pumps. It's going to help strengthen the proper muscle to get to the goal of no pain. Go ahead.
So to begin, you're going to be on your elbows and knees. You're then going to lift one leg and kick up towards the ceiling like this. Notice that my heel is pointing towards the ceiling. You're not going to go through the full range of motion all the way to the mat, all the way up. You're just going to go part ways up and do little oscillation movements for 30 seconds or 30 repetitions. Make sure to stop and then switch. While you're doing this, you should feel your butt muscles firing and engaging, not your hamstrings.
There you go.
So in addition to the exercise, Rick wanted Linda to fix a few habits she may be doing that are causing her back pain.
So in the seated position, we don't want to overarch the back and actually allow it some comfort. We're going to use simple pillow from the bedroom. Take that, put it lengthwise in the chair, and then you lean into that. Offers support, it's comfortable, and allows the back to flex actually in a good, healthy position. The last habit that Rick had Linda do was something known as soft knee walking. Go ahead, Mike, explain it.
So when you typically walk and heel strike, what you're doing is actually increasing the arch on your low back. If you're going to land on your forefoot with a bent knee, it's pretty hard to actually extend my back. I would have to be walking like this, kind of awkward. So in order to prevent the low back arching, you just simply land on your forefoot more like this, and then you can bring your heels down. In order to do this, you're going to have to take shorter steps, and you're also probably going to have to look at your footwear, because if you have a large heel on your shoe, which most shoes have, it's going to be kind of hard to do. So in your house, you can either try going barefoot or using sandals.
So the big question is, what are the results? Did Linda get better?
Within 2 days, Linda's back pain was better, and within a week, she was back to bowling 100% pain-free.
But the question is, what were her bowling scores?
That's the real question here.
Actually, she is feeling much better. We don't worry about the scores. Bob said it was a whole change in her life. She was grateful.
And he said, a happy wife is a happy life.
There you go. Nice work, Bob. Good work, Rick.
So if you want to learn more about back pain and try some stretches in bed, down below we'll link 5 stretches you can do in bed to help with your low back pain. It'll be pinned to the top comment.
That's right. Good luck with this, please.